We are proud that it was carried out without any interruption to work on the highway, and I can say it was one of the first times this construction method was applied in the world.
But while bridge engineers celebrate another victory, a nationwide catastrophe strikes suddenly and threatens to derail the project for good. In 1997, South Korea is hit by a financial crisis that is sweeping the region. The timing couldn't be worse. Having conquered over 20 mountains and river systems and completed over 60% of the railway, the KTX is on the homeward stretch. But now, all progress has come to a grinding halt. Hailed as the driving force of South Korea's future, the question now is whether the KTX high-speed rail project is worth saving.
The transportation problem in the corridor between Seoul and Busan is very serious. So if we don't solve this problem, it's obvious that a lot of other problems will occur in Korea in the future. Even though there were some difficulties, we concluded that this project had to be carried on without fail.
But that's easier said than done. With 60% of the project already completed, the team has to convince investors that the KTX line must be finished. The budget also has to be re-evaluated. It takes 2 years for them to find a solution. With the help of the International Monetary Fund, South Korea rejuvenates its economy, and by implementing budget cutbacks, the high-speed rail project is restarted. Finally, after months of uncertainty, the KTX teams return to work. But in these lean times, things will have to change in order to complete the line. The tighter budget's biggest victim is the track on the railway line itself. A standard feature on all high-speed rail systems are continuous welded rails, or CWR. Unlike conventional railways, CWR tracks are free of joints, so there are no jolts or vibrations while trains travel at high speeds. In order to safely maintain speeds of 300 kilometers an hour, CWR is a crucial element of the project. But the price for laying over 400 kilometers of continuous tracks from Seoul to the port of Busan is simply too steep for the reduced budget. A temporary solution is needed to meet the deadline until more money comes in. Engineers decide that their best option is to stop the continuous tracks at the city of Daegu and then connect it to an existing conventional line from Daegu to Busan. It's a bold strategy and one that has never been attempted before. They're taking a risk with this new plan, but they've got to get it right the first time. The compromise means an extensive upgrade to the conventional line to accommodate the KTX train. It also means that the trains now have to slow down to around 250 kilometers an hour. But there's another problem. Continuous rail tracks are thinner than standard tracks. So by going back and forth over an uneven railway line, trains can cause dangerous wear and tear on their wheels. It's up to Chief Researcher Dr. Lee Chan-woo to ensure that this compromise works. Train wheels are tapered with one side much wider than the other. So if the flange becomes badly worn, the wheel is no longer secured on the track and starts to slip or skid.
At the point of connection between continuous welded rail and conventional rail, there will be a deformation in these areas of the wheel flange. They are in constant contact with the rail, and there will be intense wear and tear taking place. If the train runs like this, It will be dangerous.
선로를 들어갔을 때는 상당히 위험성을 줄 수 있기 때문에
A stronger wheel has to be produced to deal with the exertions of crossing from one type of track to another. In order to keep the wheels running at maximum performance, the engineers monitor them continuously and replace them at the slightest sign of wear and tear. At the KTX workshop, a supervisor and his team put one particular train through a rigorous examination.
KTX 18호에 치부되어 있던 차축인데
This is the axle from KTX train number 18. There was a problem with its wheel. Over there you can see the new ones. The wheel is worn, so we have to replace it.
KTX 18호에 치부될 차축입니다. 지금 차축 준비
Originally, its thickness was 920 millimeters. Now it's 850 millimeters.
여기 마모 한도는 850까지 사용할 수 있습니다.
That's an amazing 7 centimeters. With this intense friction wearing away wheels made of solid steel, it's essential that the entire fleet of KTX trains are inspected on a weekly basis. Now that these new refinements are in place, the wheels will last much longer than their previous design. With the new train wheels ready to rock and roll, South Korea gets ready to welcome its newest railway line.